Hello, everyone. Welcome to the first recording of my Minisode series for the Community Agriculture Project. My name is Ethan Liu, and I am so excited to embark on this new series with you all. If you are new to the Community Agriculture Project, please allow me to introduce it to you real quick. This project is dedicated to connecting folks with their local agriculture resources, allowing them to practice food justice and sovereignty. On our website, there are several opportunities related to agriculture, ranging from community gardens to farmers markets to workshops and to education. Through this Minisode series, I hope to discuss some topics related to agriculture while focusing on environmental justice and climate change. I would like to preface that this first Minisode is a deep dive into my experiences in the environmental and agriculture sectors. I'll largely just be introducing myself for you to get to know my perspective better. Alright, without further ado, let's get started with this minisode. In case you forgot, though I hope you didn't, my name is Ethan. I am a rising senior at the High School for Math, Science, and Engineering at City College. I was born and raised in New York City, so please keep in mind that my perspective on agriculture and environmental issues can be vastly different from someone living in, let's say, the Midwest. I am very passionate about environmental justice and I aspire to become an environmental lawyer in the future. I believe law and policy making are vital steps to solve our current climate crisis and create more equitable food systems. But you might be wondering where my passion grew from, which is what I'm about to share right now. By the end of my freshman year in high school, my chemistry teacher gave me the choice to take either advanced placement chemistry or advanced placement environmental science for my sophomore year. By the way, I'm going to be saying AP, that's a shorter version of advanced placement. I asked some upperclassmen for their opinions on both courses, and they made it clear that AP chemistry is much harder. But me being the ambitious and overachieving student that I am, I applied for AP chemistry anyways. Well, I found out that AP chemistry actually rejected me. So I was placed in environmental science instead. At first, I was sort of sad. I wanted to take harder classes to quote unquote impress colleges, but I quickly realized that getting rejected from AP chemistry was a blessing in disguise. Everyone I knew taking that class was stressing like crazy, while I was testing the water quality of a nearby river. That's beside the point though. Taking AP Environmental Science really sparked an interest in me that I probably wouldn't have realized until much later on if I hadn't taken that course. My teacher was absolutely amazing. She heavily focused on the racial and economic aspects of environmental issues, which made me really passionate about bringing environmental justice to the world. Again, yes, a very ambitious goal, but it's also very much needed. For the summer after my sophomore year, I conducted research with a mentor from Headwaters Science Institute. I wanted to base my research on environmental justice, so I compared the water quality between two demographically different regions of New York City to determine a potential case of environmental injustice. I learned so many important research skills, such as effectively reading research journals, developing methods, and collecting and analyzing data. This experience was truly so rewarding, and I am so glad I spent my summer doing it. I also participated in a college class named Eco Justice for that summer, which helped me gain more insight in environmental justice in New York City specifically. We did these very fun activities each morning, and we also had trips. And it was truly a great program for me. I learned a lot of gardening skills, and I learned a lot about like redlining, gentrification, and how they disproportionately affect minority groups, which are very important topics to be taught, but I feel like it was also really important to discuss, because in schools we might be taught about them, but not always have the chance to discuss with our peers about the significance of these issues, which I was able to do with like-minded students who are interested in environmental justice from this program. By the end of that summer, I was certain that I wanted to pursue a career in the intersection between environmental science and public policy. I believe it is a good blend of my interest in both STEM and humanities. I signed up to become a member of the Climate and Resilience Education Task Force Youth Steering Committee. And I later became a committee head of policy and legislation for this organization. So our organization is dedicated to mandating climate change education in New York public schools. We were able to accomplish so much in just 1 year. I helped organize and speak at a teachers panel that focused on the importance of climate education. I also planned a listening session with some government officials demanding the need for climate education with the help of my team, of course. We were met with a lot of reassuring words, but also a lot of inaction. These officials were understanding of the issue, but not much action was taken to advance climate education in New York. So our policy and legislation committee worked on drafting and revising a bill to mandate climate education in New York. And this was done with the help from the adult crew members. So, yay for us, first of all, that is a pretty big accomplishment, which I am proud of. And hopefully one day, New York City's climate education will involve young students in the process of gardening and growing crops, which is really important to advance food justice and teach the youth the necessary skills to grow their own food and be able to know what's in their food and have access to food in general. Anyways, I am also very involved with several clubs in my school. I founded the Environmental Activism Club, where I lead meetings educating students on pressing environmental issues and empowering them with the skills necessary to advocate for change both in and outside of school. So for example, I was able to work with our club members to create posters for to shed light on the Willow Project and the East Palestine water crisis. We created a set of posters which we posted on social media, and it helped people in our school community to learn more about these issues and take necessary action to combat them. We were able to accomplish a lot with the given time that we had. So for example, my board members and I were able to rebuild a connection with our school's local college, and we plan to help revive their rooftop garden this coming fall. I am so excited about this project and believe that it will be super helpful for me and my club members, as we'll be able to learn more techniques in farming, and this whole thing ties in with agriculture and growing your own food, which are both very important skills for one to have in their lifetime. And with this project going on, I feel like it's going to be important to talk about food justice as well. So I plan to do that during a future club meeting. So we also organized 2 bake sales to help fundraise for environmental causes. Namely, they were a bake sale for Earth Day and a bake sale for Valentine's Day. And we also had a bracelet fundraiser to fundraise money for the same cause. Alright, my most proud achievement from working in this club was definitely our recycling initiative. So we worked alongside administration to create a recycling program at our school. At first, we were met with a lot of setbacks since there weren't enough bins available for us to recycle in, and it wasn't possible for our custodial staff to separate trash from recyclable items. But with the help of our school's music teacher, we were able to convince the principal to implement more recycling stations at our school. Now we're creating a recycling video to describe the importance of recycling and how to do it properly. I am so excited to see what we can accomplish at our club next year. I am also a part of my school's newspaper club. I wrote an article about my school's need for a more comprehensive climate education in all subjects, and it was met with a lot of approval. My principal agreed with my idea, and he plans to meet with teachers to discuss ways to implement climate change education across the various classes in our school. I was so grateful and felt so thrilled when he told me that news. It felt so rewarding knowing that my words impacted someone and can create change. This feeling is primarily the reason why I applied for an internship position at the Community Agriculture Project. I want to use my writing and speech to influence and further someone's understanding of an agricultural topic. I plan to do this with my Minisode series, and I hope you learn a few things from me, and I hope to learn some things myself too. Well, thank you so much for listening to the first Minisode of this Community Agriculture Project series. I am incredibly thankful that you stayed this entire time, and I hope you return for the future episodes. In the meantime, feel free to check out our website and the other podcasts available. If you would like to contact me, please do so via my email, ethanliu75@gmail.com. I would appreciate any feedback or criticisms that you may have. Alright, thank you so much again, and take care.